For most of my early life, I only thought of escaping from all the world's hatred, ugliness, and violence. I did not end up Muslim. Something older, longer grew in me, a deep-rooted animism out of thousands of years that is difficult to articulate, but understood through chests and eyes of people and animals who know. Though I am not Muslim, for the longest I have privately knelt to pray, and I do face east, which from where I am right now takes me across the Atlantic Ocean and into Western Sahara and across the deserts of North Africa. But also, depending on the time of day, I then rotate like a sundial to face into the sun, in whatever direction the sun is, so that my face and head and body line directly into the sun. Even at night I will look first for the sun's reflection in the moon. The sun is the islands of God, the closest and most powerful I can know fleshly of God, through which almost all life we know of grows. When I die, I hope I end up in the sun. It's always warm there, a huge bright warm spot in the cold and star-blinking black blankness of space. Writer's thoughts are sometimes best at night, even if sometimes it takes a whole day just to complete one paragraph, but it's good. Over the last several years, I have wanted to end up out in the ether with Voyager 1, who is now so far away, has so escaped Earth's unbearable violence of being, that it is in interstellar space, beyond our solar system and the heliosphere, soaring further away every moment at 38,000 miles per hour. I used to want to be out there with Voyager 1 until I realized it would be 40,000 Earth years before it got anywhere near another star, and even then would still be a trillion miles from that sun. So I realized I and Voyager would always still be cold, too cold, so distant from that next sun's light. I am a child of the sun and movement in open country. Only 100 billion humans total have ever lived on Earth. We kill that many others every couple weeks. About to go for a night swim. I don't know if you saw that, but usually after a storm, it gets calm. I rode my bike. The sun fills my desert plainsman body, my nomad skin, muscles, bone, and blood. It works itself into my cells and energizes them into new life. When I sleep, I often travel into the shadow world, which has light and dark, and it's like lucid dreaming, even when it's not. When it's time to come back down into this world, that point of breaking through the atmospheric membrane of present consciousness, it's always painful in a flooding way that is hard to describe. There is this crystalline aching, even longing, as the two worlds split apart from each other and the shadow world, which is this world but not, jettisons back off or up into the ether and gone. This is America. ICE agents are like Israeli occupation forces now, sometimes even trained by them. Bulldozers and hatreds roar across the earth. I am awestruck, usually speechless, by this living earth we live on and within, a place which we have no evidence exists anywhere else, amongst trillions of other planets. This living earth and the vast emptiness that everybody takes as disposable. Climate change. They didn't build these streets underwater. This is the ocean. All this is the ocean. See how it came up? Their perfect distraction will unalive us all. While a large number of people have been conditioned to hate others unlike them, our living earth has been plundered. Finally home. I am so tired. It's literally being cooked and burned alive. People are being squeezed everywhere. Wars conflagrate. Our children's health and future is entirely endangered. And Earth's last wild place is violated and torn up for billionaire corporations to laugh all the way to the bank, even as the sixth mass extinction bears down. Global overheating is no longer called just warming. It is expected to wipe out 6 billion people in the future. Remember that the climate of the Green Sahara grassland changed to desert exceptionally fast, over the course of 1 to 2 centuries. What began as a slow, natural drying from regular planetary wobble every 26,000 years was tipped over into accelerationism by simple pastoralists and their hordes of goats, sheep, and cattle. It blew the whole north of the African continent out. Catastrophic changes can tip over suddenly, happen so quickly and drastically. This one, our time, is entirely human forced and was entirely avoidable. We could have had another 10,000 years, at least. So now take another moment to breathe. Breath hold training. Free dive. I will say it again. Despite all the hatred, ugliness, and violence, I am daily overcome by the beauty and power of life still on Earth. You get to live here. Think of that. How could y'all not see? I've learned to step around and through the ugliness to connect with what's healthy, vital, and alive. Breathe.
Voyager 1 is about to cross one of the most remarkable distance milestones in the history of space exploration. By late 2026,